How was that like experience of moving to a whole different city, like 4 hours away from your like your family, like your home base, like your people that you live with your whole life, to living, you know, with a random roommate and at University Oaks in San Antonio, Texas, at UTSA?
Man, I say like it has the pros and the cons. Like I said, the cons I say obviously being away from family, being in the unknown. But I say there's a lot more pros to it because not only are you, and I suggest anybody who can, leave the town you grew up in to move somewhere else to experience a different culture. Like you grow up around the same people, you do the same things, which is great. Like love my family and friends, like they know I love them. However, I adapted my own style, my own take on things, and just got to see a different side of what goes on in other cities and other places and schools. Like it was a great experience. I was able to figure stuff out on my own, really build an independent type of mindset, and I think it made me better overall. It's gonna have the times where you're sad because you're not around the people who you grew up around, but going back and seeing them and just experiencing and appreciating those moments you are down there is what matters. But I would suggest to anybody, leave the town and city you're from, go somewhere else, go experience other parts of the world because even if it's not that far, 300, 400, 500 miles away, just go there and experience it.
Yeah, I feel like I had the same experience. With me, I mean,
Yeah.
moving all the way to Abilene from Houston is like 7 hours. So I feel like you kind of gain that sense of like independence, and you
Mm-hmm.
kind of grow up and you learn like responsibility. Living at home,
Yeah.
you're comfortable, and it's like I feel like you have to learn to be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You have to learn to be comfortable in the uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think everybody should like experience, because I feel like that has made us into the people and the men that we are today, in the sense of like being the head of the household, being, like a man, and learning to have responsibility and not just relying on like your parent or like your girl to help clean up, or
Right.
because even growing up with just like a single parent household with just our mom, like I feel like we grew up like very mature in the sense of having to learn how to do quote unquote men and women like responsibilities, like from cleaning the bathrooms to folding clothes to vacuuming to you know pulling weeds and stuff like that. So I just
Mm-hmm.
think that kind of shaped us to be who we are today.